Hello everyone, it's Felicity. Welcome to another video. 2 in 1 month. How surprising, huh? Yeah, I finally finished A Court of Mist and Fury. Excuse me. So, I wanted to show what I'm hopefully reading for October. It's October, right? Yeah. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Anyway, this is my October TBR. Welcome to the crazy. I had to, before I get into what I'm reading and what I'm currently reading, I have 2 books on hold, and that is A Court of Wings and Ruin and The Bridge Kingdom by Danielle L. Jensen and Sarah J. Maas. I'm hoping to get those sometime this month. So, yeah. So yeah. I just wanted to preface that. But if I don't, I am going to be pulling out of this to see which books I want to read, along with 3 other books that I have from the library. Anyway, so I think last time I did this, I said I was reading this at the same time A Court of Mist and Fury, but I wanted to put my attention on A Court of Mist and Fury, so I ended up doing that, and I started where I left off on this, and this is Dark Restraint by Katie Robert. It's a Ariadne and Minotaur retelling, Greek mythology but modern, basically. And yeah, it has like this whole series to it that has so far had such an interesting plotline that I'm excited to see where it goes and see where everything goes to it. So yeah, there's not much I can say about that. I have read the rest of these before, and I just need to read this one, and I think Sweet Obsession is next, which is Icarus and Poseidon, I believe. Not sure. Anyway, yeah. Oh, I wanted to show the fan art, or the character art in this. Look how pretty. That might get demonetized. Oh well. I'm not even monetized. What am I talking about? Anyway, let's talk about the ones that I got from the library before I pull out of the little bag over here to see, just in case I don't get the 2. Oh, I am going to be doing my first ever book vlog. I don't know when. I might start it this month. That's a maybe. But because 3 of the most notorious Hermione fan fictions got turned into books, I really, and I know this is gonna be such a trend, but I really want to make a book vlog talking about them, all 3 of them. Because, like I said, I've read, I think I've said this before now that I think about it, but I'm reiterating it now. I have read Manacled and I've read The Auction, which have turned into Alchemized and Rose in Chains, and now that Alchemized is out, I'm, like, itching to get my hands on it. And I'm still currently reading Draco Malfoy and the Horrifying Ordeal of Falling in Love, which is interesting so far. I actually like it. But I have the irresistible urge to fall for your enemy, so I want to make a book video specifically for those 3 books. So hopefully I get to do that. I just need to get Rose in Chains and Alchemized. That's the only thing. So yeah. Anyway, back to the books in hand that I said I'm going to be reading. And the first one is A Language of Dragons by S.F. Williamson. This takes place in London, 1923, it looks like, and dragons roam around. And I guess you have to learn the language of them, and somehow the main character starts a civil war and has to deal with that, from what I've seen. So, yeah, that's kind of concerning. And apparently it takes place very quickly. So, we'll see how that goes. I'm excited, actually. I love dragons, and I've been needing something dragonish since Fourth Wing. So, yeah. A language of dragons. The next two are two in series that one of them I've been meaning to read for a while now. I just haven't had access to the book. And the other one I have been very iffy about continuing because I wasn't too interested in the first one. Anyway, the one that I'm more interested to read right now, Steadfast by Claudia Gray. I really liked the first one, and I am excited to see how, I think the main character's name, or the main guy is named Mateo, and Nadia. I'm curious to see how this goes about. So, yeah, I think I read this the first one a couple years ago, and I stopped going to the library that I gotten it from, and I didn't know that the local library that I have now had it. So, I've been living in the dark of what happens next, and I'm actually really excited to have it in my possession right now. So, yeah. Anyway, the last one from the library that I got that is meant that I am not too sure about continuing, but I want to because people really like this series, and I really liked Once Upon a Broken Heart. So, yes, it's Legendary by Stephanie Garber. I read Caraval. I was a little iffy about it. It's not that I didn't like it, but it was definitely not my favorite. Maybe I should have read it first and not Once Upon a Broken Heart, because maybe that got my expectations too high. I don't know. But, yeah. But this one's supposed to be in Tella's point of view, and not saying I didn't like Scarlet. I loved Scarlet and Julian. But we'll see how that goes. Because I'm excited to see how Legend and Tella interact. That's going to be interesting. Anyway, now to pick out the two from the little bag. Let's do this. I'm actually excited because I really need to get these down. Okay. Rules are, by the way, if it's part of a series that I haven't started, like the middle of a series that I haven't started or nowhere near that book, I put it back, and if I'm not feeling up to it, because I'm a mood reader, and that's how I am. I don't know if that's the first one, so I'm gonna put that back. Okay, and honestly, I just don't want to read about mermaids right now. Let's see. Ooh, I don't know. I pulled The Promised Princess, I believe. But I honestly don't know if I'm gonna be in the mood for that. So, we'll pull again. I really should have more of a rule book for this, but I don't. So, okay. Let's see. I know I need to, I'm gonna read it maybe right before, but I know I need to read the second Percy Jackson book since the second season is coming out, and I said I was gonna do that. I'm actually excited. I really cannot wait to see Walker and Lim come back for season 2. I have to read the first one before I do that. Okay. So yeah. Ooh, maybe this one will be the lucky one. It kind of just fell out. Nope, that's not it because that's the second book. Okay. I'm not trusting ones that fall out anymore. Okay. I don't know if any of them are missing. I don't think they are. I hope not. Let's see. Oh, I think I got rid of that one, so I know I'm not gonna read that. been having to give away books because I'm trying to clear out my collection for right now. I'm sorry, I'm very picky. Yeah. Oh, I guess while I'm trying to pick these out, go watch my other video that just came out. Actually, it came out today as of filming. This is gonna be out on Sunday because I don't want to put 2 videos out on the same day. Yeah, I'm getting rid of that one. I already know that. It's hard to pick when I'm a mood reader because I don't know if I will be in the mood for it, and yeah, it's kind of just hard to be in the mood for something. Pretty sure I'm getting rid of that one, but I'm not sure, so I'm just gonna put it back for right now. I'm trying so hard. I'm sorry. Okay, that's one I will do. Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I have read this before, by the way, but I haven't read the entire series, and I have the second book as well, so who knows, maybe I'll end up reading that one. Okay, now to pick one last one. So let's see. I swear, I'm so bad about what I read. I really need to work on it. I really do. Not yet. Okay, that's actually kind of funny now that I think about it. No. Okay. Sorry, I pulled out Six of Crows and Shadow and Bone at the same time, which was kind of funny. So I love the concept of doing these, but it's so hard when I know I'm not gonna end up reading it, maybe. Like, sometimes I'll be like, oh, hell yeah, I'll read that. But I have to be in such a specific mood for things that it's so sad to me. Like, pulling these out, I'm just like, no. There we go. Okay. Another one I've read before, Ruined by Amy Tintera. I kept pulling out Allied, and so I was like, maybe, yeah, I'll do, Allied is the second book, I believe. Or the third book, I'm not sure. But yeah, so these two will be on my TBR to read. I need to get them out of my storage unit. I need to find them out of my storage unit. So yeah, Red Queen and Ruined. Those are the other ones. I will see you guys whenever I read again. Bye!